The township of Hastings lies on Westernport Bay, an area of immense ecological value. Protected by 2 islands, Westernport Bay has deep channels which disperse to shallow waters and extensive tidal mudflats in its northern reaches. The slow-moving, nutrient-rich waters of the bay nurture a remarkably diverse ecosystem. Australia's southern oceans depend on this bay because it functions as a nursery for much of the region's marine life. The seagrass meadows provide food and shelter for the marine community. The decomposition of seagrass liberates a wealth of nutrients from the seabed. This is the main food source in the bay, and it's vital to creatures such as these.
If the seagrass dies, you're removing the main thing. It's like the bottom of a pyramid. Once that goes, everything else goes.
The Westernport study had identified seagrass as the primary source of food production in the bay's ecosystem. Further investigation revealed that in just 10 years, 80% of the lush seagrass meadows had vanished. Increased silting and turbidity of the water due to human activity were among the suspected causes of this potentially disastrous situation.
It's very hard to say that there's a single greatest threat because it's the problem of many pressures. One decent oil spill would be absolutely disastrous. The issues are in fact larger than just Westernport Bay. The same sort of thing is happening all around the world. The same pressures are happening on similar coastlines and bodies of water. And what we realise is that all of these are pressures on the total global ecosystem. Imagine life on the globe as one organism, and that it all interacts together, and that there are some parts of it that are virtually the lungs of that organism, and we know the rainforests are in that category. They're very precious. So are the wetlands, and Westernport, with its tides moving in and out and its very shallow water, is a wetland which is just as productive as any rainforest.
Ramsar is about protecting specific sites. Westernport is one of those and has been nominated on the list. The Chinese and Japanese migratory bird agreements are about protecting particular species, including the eastern curlew. This means that although it's about particular species, the sites such as this one, which they may well wish to use, are also important. One of the problems, I think, is that too few people are aware that Australia has these important agreements and must maintain them.